Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 19. We're continuing our run on this beautiful Erlengrat map in the Alpine Farming and DLC. And just doing some potato farming right now with our big old bad boy machine here that we leased. Well, I say leased, we borrowed as part of the contract. Getting honked at right now, which is kind of silly. This thing is way faster than that other machine we were using on some of the other fields. I was able to do 4 across as opposed to, what, 2, maybe 3 across sometimes? Probably, I think most of the time 2 across. So things could be quite a bit quicker, I think. And hopefully we get through this field. It's a really big field, actually, but hopefully we get through it without too much trouble. Other than that, do need to get you hooked up and start heading that direction here momentarily, although it's not super urgent right this second, but I'll go ahead and drive you over there now while I'm talking. Big ol' trailer here. On the other maps, or the other fields we were doing for potatoes, we had a double trailer. This is obviously quite a bit easier to maneuver. And there's our fields right there, starting to grow in just a bit. Looking pretty good. Alright, so here's the field that we need to be coming to. Just park this bad boy on the side over here. Just so he's here. Alright, so we got that ready to go. Other than that, do we have any weeds yet? Yes, we do. So we do have weeds. So we need to grab our... could use that tractor, but I think it's still early enough that we can use this tractor for the weeds. We can do the physical weeding. I still think it's funny to see this big old pile of grass over here. I don't know why it's here, but whatever. Also don't know why we don't have weeds over here in this corner. Did it not get cropped properly or something? It's kind of weird. So I can make sure I back up that spot. We got our worker going on the weeding. Alright, so we'll get that done. He's doing his thing. Really, honestly, at this point, I guess we can go pick up some potatoes real quick. See how full this trailer gets with one load of potatoes. Probably, I'm going to guess, a quarter full. No, not even. About 20%. So we're going to have 5 loads before we need to go drop this off. I'm not sure why that tractor being that far off the road is causing the cars to stop. That's some weirdness there, but that's all right. You're still doing your weeding. Actually, once you finish this pass, we can go ahead and start doing the side-to-side passes. Alright, get that rolling, and then while he's doing that, we can get back to the mowing. Can't remember if we can do any of this other stuff up here or not. We'll turn around and see what we can do here. Lower the weight. Want to turn on the mower. There we go. Looks like we are able to mow this little strip here. Oh, a little gap there that we couldn't mow, weirdly. Be able to do one more strip if I'm looking at this right. Possibly two, or part of a second one. Oh, nope, there's a gap there that we can't mow for some reason. Honestly, we'll probably call that good enough, and we'll come up here and start doing this stuff. I know some of this we can mow. Just don't remember where the line's at. There we go, right there. Something like that. We'll come back and figure it out later. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, any grass we get is going to be something to sell. I'm not too worried about it. Perfection here. Looks like it's missing a bit here and there, though. It's almost like the thing's not lowered, but I know it is. It's possible we're just going too fast and it's bouncing too much, maybe? I don't know. It's lowered all the way, though, right? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely lowered. It says lift. Yeah, I don't know why we're getting gaps. It's kind of weird. Could just be the angle or the shape or something. As I've said before in previous episode, I think we're going to let it, go ahead and mow it now, let it grow back out again, and we'll mow it a second time before we bother baling anything. Just try to be as efficient as possible with the baling. I'm still not sure why it's not getting some of this grass here. I mean, I guess I could have kept the little mower to come back over some of that spot that's like having trouble. But like I said, I'm not too stressed about it. It's just get as much as I can. It'll all work out in the end. Oh, wow, we're already full again on that potato guy. That is one thing I'm just noticing. It fills up quite a bit faster. Alright, I'll go get him emptied out real quick. Not sure why you missed that little patch over there. Kind of weird. As big as this guy is, he doesn't have a... It feels like he's... I mean, he's got a big, you know, hopper. I mean, it's about 10,000 or so. A little more than 9,000, but it doesn't feel as big as it should be based on the size of the machine itself. It sure is missing a lot. I might have to try to come at it at a different angle. Maybe it'll help us get it better. I'll go up and down here. Will it cut this better for some reason? Like, I don't know why it's missing so much. Could just be the nature of the tractor and how high it actually puts the mower currently. Could be the fact maybe this is supposed to be just being on the back of something. I don't know. Maybe putting on the front puts it at a wrong angle. I'm not going to go crazy with all of this though. I mean, there's too much here to try and figure out exactly how to cut it properly. Whatever, we got most of it. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll come over here and park this bad boy over here. There we go. You are 59% full. Still missing some spots. We'll have to figure that out later, I guess. How you doing? You doing all right? Let's have one more pass. Now we may have to use the sprayer for the stuff in front of us because it does look like it's a bit higher up. So we'll start him off with a regular weeder, but we'll have to keep an eye on him. Actually, what we need to do is go ahead and grab you. Just drop this weight off on the back. Pick it up on the front. Go ahead and grab the sprayer. And then go ahead and spray that first couple of passes. And then we'll let the other guy take over once we get the first little bit done. That was about 2 passes, should be good enough. Alright, we'll let him do that. You are full now, so let's go pick your potatoes up. At least the drop-off for this is close. It should be over there at the grain spot, I think, right? Let's see. Grain mill, yes. Good stuff. This will be a very easy contract to finish. Alright, so it'll finish its thing. You are... Are you good? Or you still got a little bit left to go because of the tree? You do. Weeder. Alright, there we go. About to finish our second pass with the herbicide now, so as soon as I get this guy set up, I should be able to stop that other guy. And he should be able to take over the rest. Save us a little bit of money. And you are done. Dismiss you. Fold the sprayer back up. Cool. Easy enough. Alright, that's that. You're just turning around. You're ready. Getting your stuff going. So how are we looking? Looking pretty good. That first field is completely weeded. How are we looking over here on this stuff? I mean, other than the weirdness of field 21, which is I still can't explain, everything else looks okay. How much is field like 20 or something? $137. It's actually not that bad. We could probably pick up field 20 at some point. Plus, it comes with this little extra bit of land here that maybe we could put a building or something to store our stuff at. What about field 19? 180 is not bad. And probably what I would do with this field is I would just trim off this top part and make this, workable or like deployable for stuff. Like I wouldn't mind getting all of these. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. 18, as we know now, based on the field info stuff, is obviously a little bit less profitable. In fact, all of these are not. I mean, they're okay, but they have some issues. Field 15 is a bit more expensive. 14 is a bit more expensive. 12 is not too bad, but really, really long. 11 is not terrible. 13 is not terrible. So there's some options here. I think staying close to where we're at, though, it just makes it easier for us. And so I'm thinking field 20 or 19, one of these two, is probably our next purchase. We'd like to play off the loan. Getting more fields can help us pay off the loan faster. So there's that as well. Lots of things to consider and take into account. Can we see? Select these, but we can't select these up here. Okay. I mean, are we able to, how big are these fields? So what we have now is 1.65 and 1.89. This one's 1.98, so just a tad bigger than 22. Not much, but a tad. Field 19 is 2.7. That's quite a bit bigger. It's actually as big as, well, it's not quite as big as the two combined, but it's pretty close. I'm leaning forwards towards field 20 just because, well, it's the cheapest of the ones. And then we can grab 18 and then 19 later. But I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. What does it have on it, right? It's currently withered, so it has nothing on it. It was soybeans? Withered soybeans. That's no good. Wouldn't mind waiting for them to actually put some crop on it before we bought it. What do the other ones have? This one has potatoes. No. Is that potatoes? Yeah, it's potatoes because this is potatoes. So yeah, 19 has potatoes at the moment. 18 has sugar beets. Both of those would be a bit rough for us to just start doing on because obviously, as we've seen, the good equipment is very large, very expensive. So probably don't want to go that route. 20, like I said, I want to grab 20, but I'll probably wait till they've actually replanted and done all that stuff so that I can at least get a little bit of profit off of it, or a little bit of our money back from the field itself. If it wasn't withered right now, if it was ready to harvest, I'd probably borrow just enough money to grab it now, but I don't want to deal with the withered stuff. Although it does give us a blank slate, I suppose. I think by the time we harvest these fields again, that one will be ready to purchase, so we can buy our time. Is there a contract for field 20? Like plowed or something? Nope. Field 19 there is. And you fill it fast. One more load after this. We'll go dump this off. It's not going to take too long to get this field done because, you know, just it does go pretty fast. How's the potato prices looking? 361 at the supermarket's the best at the moment. The other ones are actually starting to go down a bit. So when we get to the point where we want to sell, we'll definitely have to double check that. Ooh, silage is going down right now. I mean, if it stays above 300, I'll probably still be willing to sell it. But if it goes below 300, we'll probably need to wait for it to bounce back up again. How you looking? One more strip maybe? 2 more at most? No, it should just be 1 more. Could plant some grass with this thing. If I ever wanted to do that. Good stuff. All right, there we go. There's that. 55% already. So I'll have to catch you on the flip side, most likely. I don't still have crop hiding somewhere, do we? No, we're all empty. Cool. All right. Good stuff. How's the canola prices looking? Not terrible. Grain meal is actually the highest at the moment, which is convenient. Well, there's really nothing else to do at this point then, other than, I guess, fast forward. I think we're good, right? So, yeah, let's get things rolling. Let our crop continue growing in. Looks like field 19 over there just got cycled, so that's good. How's field 20 still withered? Nope, cultivated. What are they going to put on it? Barley, maybe? Looks like it. Yeah, looking good. Some barley. I can do barley. We could deal with that. So we might buy that once it gets a little bit further advanced. What I should do real quick before I forget is pay off a little bit of my loan. Let's repay. Nice. Let's repay most of it. Or I say most of what we have. We'll leave about 10,000 bucks in just to pay off stuff. Looks like you are almost full. In fact, probably full enough to go ahead and pick up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick this up, drop this off. Probably fast forward through the nighttime, and then by then we should be ready to harvest, or be pretty close to being ready to harvest. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll, like I said, be very close to harvesting our fields, which is gonna be awesome. Not very easy to back up following this guy. Probably be easier if I actually looked where I'm going. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this emptied out, take care of, and kind of go from there. So when we, like I said, when we come back, we should be fast forward through the evening, most likely, and go from there. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.